Yes, we're clocked in. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, this is your first time here. Welcome. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And just give me a second, please. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And ultimately, what that is, ultimately, the goal is to help you to gain more consciousness or to attain more consciousness, for you to become more conscious of who you are, for you to remember. Now, when I'm talking about helping you to become emotionally balanced, what I'm referring to is you having a proper understanding of your emotions, but most importantly, you also being in charge of your emotions. In other words, what I'm saying is you know what your emotions are, you know what your emotional patterns are, or you create your own. And if there's any type of blockages, I mean, that's when the whole transmutation or transmutation will come in. But you have to be aware of what's taking place for you to even change anything. In fact, when we're talking about doing your shadow work, a big part of that would be to transmute that, but you would have to understand how your emotions are. And there's a term that we use in the occult. We say you have to heal your wounded child. What this is referring to is those early disappointments, those early emotions. And I'll get to talk more about that because, as you can see, we're going to delve into the shadow self tonight. So yeah, so we'll definitely get there. So essentially, when I'm talking about, let's just say, being emotionally balanced, boom, that's what I'm talking about. Now, in addition to that, I also help you to become mentally balanced, just like, it's pretty much the same underlying understanding, goes here too, for your mental aspect, meaning you would have to understand how your own mind works. Then you have to understand how has it been conditioned or how is it being conditioned, and that's why we always say, I always say, your humanity is your spirituality. Because now what's going to have to take place, then you would have to understand that everything that you are encountering is shaping your life to think a certain way. That's where your culture comes in, political, whatever system, all of this shit is shaping your mind a certain way. And, or, what I'm saying, for you to master or become mentally balanced, you cannot master yourself if it's being controlled by somebody else. It doesn't make any sense. It's not, it's not you having your own mind control. That's why, again, just like I was saying, when you understand, society or just the life that you're living, and to see the sim how it's not simple, but yet it is. Meaning seeing the complexity in life because it nothing is what it appears to be. That's the reality that we're living in. And that's why the Indians call this world a world of illusion, which is the term that they use is Maya, which means, again, illusion. Now, I realize a lot of people struggle when it comes to the term illusion. They always say this is fake. Nope, illusion has nothing to do with anything that's being fake. I mean, although I could understand what you're trying to say, but generally speaking, when you go when this is a fucking illusion, it's not. There's no real shit behind it because when you talk about being fake, there's got to be something that this is fake to, and that's why that term doesn't really fit in there. And that's the difference between really when we're talking about illusion and fake. Now you implying there's maybe duality, two sides, a real one, a fake one. I mean, you can only have fake ones because of real ones. But that is not what I'm talking about. The world that we're living in is a world of illusion because nothing is what it seems. Meaning you see what's taking place, but it's not the way you think it's happening. That's why you have to get to know yourself, meaning knowing thyself will set you free. In a world that nothing appears to be what it seems, now you have to rely on yourself. That connection, that's when you're getting your guides to guide you. But your intuition, your connection with spirit or spirituality, however the fuck you want to call it, that's when all of that shit is taking place. Oh, I'm showing you the roadmap, baby. I'm trying to give you a great depiction. So again, that's why I always tell people, your humanity is your spirituality. This is your spiritual battlefield. This is where you have to do the shadow work. This is where you have to learn how to forgive people. This is where you have to become or materialize those divine qualities that you're talking about into this life. You know, that's when your energy, your presence, you're making everything count. Come on now. Come on, niggas. Come on now, baby. Come on. Come on one tonight. Come on. But again, if you coming back, my niggas, y'all already know. What? Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Don't treat me like that. This is your home, baby. You welcome. Always a pleasure. You already know what we do here. We're breaking bread, baby. All right. We hey, each one teach one. You heard? You know what I'm saying? My gift is for me to share with you. It's not for me. It's not meant for me to get. I mean, to actually keep. Because in fact, I mean, shit. When you keep it, it's not useful. I'll let that go to waste. Oh, nah, baby. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it all to you, nigga. I'm gonna give it all to you. So just know, whenever you're getting this, you're getting all of me. This is my heart. This is my love, man. I'm saying, ain't no shame in my game, nigga. Not at all. Not at all. not, not a shot. Not a shadow of doubts, nigga. Not a shadow of doubts. But anyway, it's not but love. It's not but love. Let's get into it. So, for those of you, this is your first time, and of course, you know, spirituality as a spiritual healer, it's the foundation. It's that type of knowledge that I use, you know, to help you to have a better understanding of who you are. So now it's only right. So okay, so now if that's the case, so what is spirituality? What do we mean? What are we talking about when we're talking about spirituality? Let me give you the short answer right now. It's you. It's you scratching your ass. It's you walking around. You know what I'm saying? It's you taking a shit. It's you whatever the fuck killing somebody. It's you not killing anybody. It pretty much embodies everything. Because ultimately, when we're talking about spirituality, it's nothing but the story of the spirit. It's your narrative, you know. And then now you have something that is called the occult, or those manuals, as I like to call them. This is an open book, but you got to see it though. You got to open up your eyes.